welcome. My name is Dr. Jennifer Daniels, and you are tuned into Healing in the Kitchen with Dr. Daniels. I am very excited to be here today and to share with you recipes and information that can help you heal in the privacy of your home with some tasty food. First, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I actually went to medical school, and I went to medical school for 4 years, did a residency in family practice, became board certified in family medicine, and practiced for 10 full years. And during these 10 years, I was totally blown away to find out that my patients experienced miraculous healing from incurable diseases just by eating food. Sometimes it was a beet, sometimes celery, sometimes a carrot. So today I'm going to share with you some of the recipes that I used to write for patients. So patients left my office, they left with a prescription pad, and I would write a recipe on it, and they would take it home and heal. Am I promising you the same results? Absolutely not. But I'm telling you, it's worth your while to look a little closer. Now, this is a TV show. We do not intend to diagnose, cure, or treat any affliction. And of course, before making any dietary change, you should consult your healthcare practitioner. And since food heals so quickly, you need to be in close contact with your healing practitioner so you can have your medications or your healing regimen adjusted as the vegetables and the food takes over and allows your body to heal itself. Okay, so a healing kitchen has healing secrets, and you need to know those secrets so you can get great results every time. Now, there's two types of situations. The first one is when you have a good cook. Now, a good cook can make any dish taste great. But guess what? We're working with everybody, and we want everyone to get great results. So we're going to work with great methods and great recipes that make any cook taste good and make any cook look good. So what are these principles? First principle is clean food. The food has got to be clean. What do we mean by clean food? That means the food to be free of pesticides, residues, any chemicals that could possibly harm your health. That means the food also needs to be natural. It needs to be genetically identical to what God put on this earth. It also means that the food does need to be rinsed. So that is clean food. This is very, very important because what you want is healing food that tastes good, food you look forward to eating. And guess what? Pesticides and herbicides don't taste good, and it will make your food taste awful. So you want to start with clean food so you can get a great taste and great healing results. And clean food is commonly described in our culture as organic food. So something is organic, it has fewer pesticide residues and fewer chemicals than non-organic food. They've actually done studies and analyzed organic food, and it does have some pesticide residues in it, but much, much less than non-organic food. The other type of food that's very, very healing is food that is locally grown. You may not realize it, but vegetables and fruits actually respond to environmental conditions and manufacture very important enzymes and bioflavonoids that prepare the plant to cope with the environmental conditions, whether it's harsh weather, heavy rains, whatever. So if you eat a plant grown in the same conditions that you are living in, then that plant has already manufactured chemicals and naturally occurring substances that will protect you and protect your health from the environmental conditions that you are living in. So when you live in the north and you eat food from the south, that food can't heal you. That food can't protect you. So you need to eat food that's locally grown, that's organic, and also you need to eat food that's fresh. Many of the healing substances in nature's pharmacy deteriorate over time. So from the time the food is harvested to the time you eat it, the longer that time is, the more the food deteriorates. Also, you want food that's not processed. So processed food is not considered to be clean food. Processed food has been degraded. And this is food that has been cooked before you get it. Food that has been packaged, has been canned, and some other way processed. So that's clean food. So you want to start with food as clean as you can when you do a recipe. So that's number one. Next thing you want is clean hands. Now, clean hands are critical because you can pick up things that are not clean, bacteria, diseases, whatever, and this can contaminate your food, and this will not help your health. Now, in addition to washing your hands, you also want to clean under your nails, make sure you're very clean. Now, there's a discussion about whether or not you should wear gloves. I'm going to just make an assumption here that you're cooking for yourself or your family. And when you're cooking for yourself or your family, you do not want to wear plastic gloves because you want that energy from your hands, you want that to go into the food. And that's really important. So you have clean food, clean hands, and then you want a clean heart. Clean heart is very, very important. It is not going to be very healthy for you if you cook while you're angry, while you're upset, and while you're worried. This causes several problems. First, when you're angry, upset, and worried while you're cooking, you tend to have more accidents with the knife. Cut yourself. You're not focused on what you're doing. The next thing is you need to, in terms of having a clean heart, focus on who's going to eat your food. Focus on how much they're going to enjoy eating this food because it tastes so good. And focus on how much this food is going to heal them and help them feel better. When you get into that frame of mind, that means when you drop something on the floor, you're going to behave differently than if you were not in that frame of mind. So it's very important to have a clean heart. And this actually infuses your food with good energy and helps it taste good. The next thing you want is you want clean water. Clean water is very, very important. You cannot trust the taste of your food to tap water. You cannot trust your health to tap water. Why? Because the substances in tap water vary from day to day, hour to hour, and actually in better restaurants, they use purified water for that very reason, so they can have very good tasting food. Because this clean food naturally tastes good, so you don't want anything clouding or interfering with the flavor. Also, there are many substances in tap water that do not promote your health. And so once you get purified water, whether that's reverse osmosis, whether it's distilled water, then this water can help pull the nutrition out of the vegetables, pull it into the water so your body can more easily absorb it. Then the water also will not mask the very good flavor of the very fine food you've taken so much care to purchase. Next thing you want is you want clean pots. Now, clean pots, we could go through a long discussion about this pot, that pot, whatever, but because I'm assuming that you're just getting started and switching over to healthy, the best bet is stainless steel. This is a great pot to use because if you burn it, guess what? You can just scrub it clean. Very, very forgiving. Also, it doesn't leach substances into your food. So you want clean dishes, and you want to, get them clean, get out the residue from yesterday, from last week, last year, get those dishes clean. So, those are our basics. We've got to start with a clean situation so we can have some healing food and some great tasting food. My name is Dr. Jennifer Daniels, and you can get more information at vitalitycapsules.com.
Okay, great.